The Untold History of Dogs, from wolves to over 400 breeds. Imagine this. 30,000 years ago in the Ice Age, a starving wolf creeps toward a human campfire. Primitive but clever, the humans toss scraps into the snow. The wolf hesitates, steps forward. The fire flickers. In that frozen moment, a bond is formed. Survival changed for both species. From that alliance came the creature we now call our best friend. This is the untold history of dogs, a story that stretches from Ice Age tundras to royal palaces, from battlefields to apartment sofas, a story written in fur, fang and loyalty. It's not just a tale of domestication, it's a 30,000-year-old epic about how wolves became dogs, and how dogs became everything. The earliest known dog burial was found in Bonn, Germany, dating back over 14,000 years. But some scientists believe domestication began even earlier, up to 30,000 years ago, when humans were still hunter-gatherers. This wasn't a planned adoption, it was a cautious, mutual alliance. Wolves who were slightly less aggressive might have hung around human camps, scavenging for scraps. In return, they offered early warnings against predators, and perhaps even warmth in the dead of night. Over time, a certain type of wolf started changing. Floppy ears, shorter snouts, and more juvenile behavior. These weren't mutations bred by design, but by survival. The friendlier wolves got more food, and the cycle reinforced itself. Humans didn't tame wolves, wolves tamed themselves. What began as natural selection transformed into partnership, and archaeologists have found dog remains buried with humans, sometimes with signs of care, healed broken bones, and signs of old age. These weren't tools or livestock, they were companions. And they were treasured. In ancient Mesopotamia, dogs were depicted in art as hunters and guardians. The Babylonians worshipped a dog-headed goddess of healing, and the Egyptians mummified dogs and carved their likeness into tomb walls. In China's Han Dynasty, noble families were often buried with their dogs, who were believed to guard the spirit in the afterlife. But dogs were not just spiritual beings, they were working partners. Sled dogs helped the Inuit traverse icy terrains. Mastiffs guarded Roman outposts. Greyhounds chased prey across the deserts of ancient Persia. In Japan, the noble Akita was seen as a symbol of protection and loyalty. In every corner of the ancient world, dogs adapted, shaped by climate, culture, and human need. Yet here's where the tale turns strange. Nearly all of this early variety came from a single species, the grey wolf. Despite the staggering diversity we see today, from Chihuahuas to Great Danes, all dogs share a common ancestor. So how did one animal explode into over 400 distinct breeds? The answer lies in two words: selective breeding. While natural selection began the transformation, human preference took over. In the Middle Ages, dogs were bred for function: hunting, guarding, and herding. The bloodhound's nose wasn't just a quirk, it was engineered. The dachshund's low body wasn't cute. It was perfect for tunneling after badgers. But with the rise of aristocracy and industrialization, purpose gave way to prestige. Breeding shifted from practical to aesthetic. Royals and elites began shaping dogs like artists molding clay. Pugs became symbols of Chinese imperial royalty. French nobility flaunted papillons and poodles. The Victorian era, obsessed with cataloguing the world, saw a boom in breed creation. Kennel clubs were born. Standards were set. And with that, the dog became a canvas for human vanity. Not all of it was glamorous. Inbreeding for specific traits led to health issues. Breeds like the bulldog, once fierce and athletic, were transformed into snub-nosed caricatures that can barely breathe. Beauty came at a cost, and yet, through it all, the dog's loyalty never wavered. Even in war, dogs served. In World War I, they carried messages through trenches and sniffed out landmines. In World War II, they jumped from planes with paratroopers and stood guard in prisoner camps. The most decorated dog of that war, a stray named Smokey, a 4-pound Yorkshire Terrier, who once ran telegraph wire through a pipe too narrow for soldiers to crawl through. Dogs have healed us too. The first guide dogs were trained in post-World War I Germany to help blinded veterans. Today, dogs assist in therapy, detect seizures before they happen, and comfort trauma victims. Science still struggles to explain how a dog can detect cancer through scent alone, but they can, and they do. All of this, from firelit nights with wolves to high-tech hospitals, speaks to one truth: dogs evolved with us. They adapted not just to our environments, but to our emotions. Studies show that dogs understand human gestures better than chimpanzees. They respond to our tone, our body language, even our moods. They don't just live in our homes, they live in our hearts. But perhaps the most astonishing part of this story isn't how much dogs have changed, it's how much they've changed us. Dogs made us better hunters, safer sleepers, more compassionate caretakers. They helped build civilization not with tools, but with trust. Today, over 1 billion dogs live on Earth, some in pampered luxury, others on the street, some bred for speed, others for snuggles. And though we often marvel at their diversity, their loyalty remains unchanged. Behind every wagging tail is a story that began around a fire, when one wolf dared to take a step closer, and in doing so, reshaped the destiny of 2 species forever. What do you think? Do you have a favorite dog breed, or do you believe the story of dogs is still being written? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more untold stories, right here on Obscura Historia.